Hey there. Welcome to CyberPulse by Quantum Shield, the podcast where we make cybersecurity less intimidating and a lot more exciting. Every episode, we're diving into the latest digital drama, from sneaky hackers to the coolest defense strategies, all while sharing tips you can actually use. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's navigate this crazy digital world together.
Ever get one of those emails? You know, the ones, seems like it's from your bank, totally legit, but something just feels off.
Yeah, definitely.
That, my friend, that's the sneaky world of social engineering we're diving into today, where hackers skip the fancy tech stuff and target the weakest link in the chain, us, our brains.
Right.
And we've got just the source to guide us through this digital minefield, Social Engineering 101. We're going to unpack those psychological tricks hackers use so you can spot them a mile away, ready to level up your defenses.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, first up is a classic, phishing. Seriously, I feel like I get about 1 million phishing emails a day. It's almost like, I don't know, they think we're all going to fall for it.
Well, and the thing is, phishing works because it plays on our trust. You know, those familiar logos, that urgent tone, they trigger our emotions to bypass our common sense. Like fear, for instance, is huge. You get a message saying your account's locked, suddenly you're not thinking straight.
Panic clicking. I've totally been there.
It happens to the best of us.
But this source also talks about something called pretexting, which sounds even more, I don't know, like personal.
Absolutely, because it is. Think about it. You get an email from IT. They mention your boss by name, even though you just got a new computer, right? They just need your login to fix a glitch. See, that's pretexting, crafting this whole believable story to make you let your guard down.
See, that's what's so creepy, the details.
Yeah.
They use these details to make it feel real.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, they've done their research on me. And speaking of research, I was fascinated by this idea of baiting, which, like, it almost sounds too simple. Like, what, just leaving infected USB drives around?
Yeah.
Is that really still a thing?
Oh, it absolutely is. Remember that, like, almost primal urge we have to see what's on a mysterious drive?
Oh, yeah.
Hackers know that, and they exploit that. And it's a good reminder that social engineering, it's not just online, right?
Yeah, good point.
That free concert ticket from a stranger, that could be a way to get to your phone if you let them close enough.
That is terrifying. They're like playing on our, like, human weaknesses. Oh, okay. Speaking of real world scenarios, this next one, like, when I read it, I pictured this very specific image in my head. They call it tailgating. So am I right to imagine, like, somebody trying to slip into a concert behind a big group of people?
That's exactly it. Tailgating preys on our politeness. Someone holds the door for you, and you almost instinctively hold it for them, right?
Yeah.
But, like, in a secure building, that one split-second decision, that can be all it takes.
See, that is scary. And it's not just phishing and tailgating. The source talks about impersonation, too, which isn't that kind of like pretexting, just like bolder?
Think of it as pretexting, but with a disguise on, right? It could be a super convincing costume to get past security, or even like mimicking someone's voice on the phone.
Whoa.
That's why those CEO scams, they're so effective. They sound just like the real deal.
It's amazing and kind of terrifying how all these techniques just tap into our basic human nature. So knowing all this, what's the big takeaway for our listeners? How do we actually protect ourselves?
I think the biggest thing is awareness. Question everything. Verify any requests. Double check those email addresses. Hover over links before you click. And probably most importantly, if something feels off, trust that gut instinct.
Yeah.
That little voice of doubt is usually right.
That is so true because, like, I mean, the most secure system in the world, it can't protect you if you yourself aren't vigilant.
Well, there you have it, folks, our deep dive into the wild world of social engineering.
Wild is right.
But before we go, one final thought for you to, chew on. We've been focusing on these external manipulation tactics, but what about the stuff we tell ourselves, our own assumptions, biases? These can sometimes make us more vulnerable without us even realizing it. Something to ponder.
Very true.
Thanks for hanging out with us on CyberPulse. Remember, cybersecurity doesn't have to be scary. It's all about staying sharp and a little bit savvy. Keep learning, stay curious, and don't let those cyber gremlins get you down. Catch you next time, and until then, stay safe, stay smart, and keep crushing it online.